Hey guys, in this video, we're going to talk about a different take on selling. It's the art of agreement. So there are a lot of stigmas when you get into the subject of selling. A lot of people think, oh, salesmen are dirty people and they're dishonest people and they try to sell you things you don't need. And the reality is there are dishonest people, and there literally are, for sure. It's the same though in any industry. It's the same in any profession. There are people who are crooks, who are criminals. There are people who are dishonest. So it's not unique to selling. The interesting part is selling's not taught in school. Selling's not taught in a lot of different areas of life. Selling is not taught in professions that selling should be taught in. You know, the number of times that I've seen guys get out of school and they told me, I don't know how to run a business. I don't know how to sell anything. Yet their profession requires them to sell. And then think about this for a second. It's not just the profession that requires selling. Every aspect of life you're selling. Your friends, you're selling. You have ideas. Hey, we want to go out to the movies. Hey, we want to do this. It is sales. So whether you like it or not, selling is there. So what is this different kind of approach or take on selling that sometimes people just don't consider? Selling is truly about getting agreement. That's actually what we're trying to do. Selling is about you have a concept of an idea of something that you want to accomplish. And there's somebody else who's going to be involved in that. That's because you have a product or service that you want to get somebody else to then buy. That sounds obvious and stupid, but start with this. Do you believe your product or service is a good quality product or service that solves a problem? If the answer is yes, then you can sell it. If not, you need to fix that. You might need to make sure you're talking to the right public, meaning the group or customer base you're trying to sell it to, your right price, the right pitch, the right product, whatever it is, you can sell it. And it's then about getting agreement. So like in the service-based industry, like in what we do, we're going to talk to somebody about what are the problems they're running into? What are the challenges you're faced with? Because if I feel I can truly solve your problems, then I'm going to sell. If not, though, I don't need to sell. I turn away more people than I take on because they're not a right fit. I'm not trying to be everything to everybody. And just having that certainty and that understanding that it's okay not to sell somebody if they're not going to be a good fit. If you can't solve the problem for them, that's fine. And by the way, sometimes I can't solve a problem for somebody because they're unwilling to change. We've helped guys have significant growth in their businesses, launch products and have super success. But it does require that they are going to do certain things. And some people say, yeah, that sounds great, awesome. And then they don't actually do the actions. Well, they're not a good fit. But so think about this, guys. It's about agreement. And so I always start with, can I provide a product or service that is valuable to this person that can actually help them solve a problem? If yes, great, then let's dive into it. And so I start with asking a lot of questions to understand what their problems are, because I can assume that my product or service is going to help them solve a problem and be wrong. So I need to understand them enough to do it. It's a consultative-based sales approach. I want to understand them. What are the challenges you're faced with? How does this work? How does that work? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And when I start to get all that information, I can then determine, great, can I help this person? If the answer is yes, great. I actually begin selling. The one other thing that I would just mention is we can get so caught up in the technical of our product or service. Like, oh, it's got this feature and that feature and this feature and that feature. And customers just don't care. I'm sorry to break it to you. They don't care about all those little features and doodads and blinky as we call it. They have a problem or they have some desire or need something that they need filled. That's what they care about. So let's talk about that. And when we can talk about that, then we can actually say, great, here's what we can do to help solve that problem. It is truly simple. It's actually so simple that sometimes people don't click on it. A lot of times it takes work to get people to click on, oh, that's what I'm actually supposed to be doing? Yeah, exactly. That is what you're supposed to be doing. So selling's all about agreement. Selling's about understanding the need and then providing a product or solution. There is nothing scummy about helping people solve a problem they have. There is nothing scummy about recommending a product or service that's going to solve a problem or a need or a demand that somebody has. Thanks so much for watching my video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.